19 signs you are an ISFJ, the most considerate personality type. 1. You're often mistaken for an extrovert. You're frequently mistaken for an extrovert because you have excellent social skills, are articulate, and can make small talk when necessary. But deep down, you're really an introvert who needs a lot of alone time to unwind. Like any introvert, you become stressed, worn out, and easily irritated without alone time. You'd probably be content to spend the majority of your time at home, enjoying your favorite shows, making crafts, or engaging in other solitary pastimes, if it weren't for the fact that people depend on you. 2. Deep down, you're emotional. You're a sentimental, sensitive, and emotional person. You might cry easily, whether it's from joy, anger, or frustration. But as an introvert, you typically don't feel at ease expressing your emotions in a way that draws attention to yourself. You even sometimes repress them and keep them hidden from those who are closest to you. You might put on a brave face in front of others while crying later in your own home. 3. Your 5 senses are your superpowers. You see everything around you clearly and don't miss much. You are more grounded in the present than your INFJ counterparts, who are more daydreamy and in their heads. The ISFJ personality noted the billboard's first day of installation, what it advertised, and the company behind it, whereas an INFJ might pass the same billboard on their commute to work and not notice it for weeks. 4. You're meticulous, sometimes to the point of perfectionism. You can be extremely useful on the job if you pay attention to detail. You are observant and remember details that others might overlook, and you feel compelled to take action and verify that everything is in order. You may occasionally be so meticulous that your perfectionism is unhealthy. When you're feeling the most stressed out, you might find yourself worrying excessively about little things and obsessing over things you can't control. 5. You take your responsibilities personally. Everything is individualized to you, so it's difficult not to. This frequently indicates that you go above and beyond in your relationships, at work, and at home. Even though it can be painful for an ISFJ to know that their extra effort won't always be noticed or valued, you still put forth the same level of effort the following time. 6. You usually stay in the background. You quietly work behind the scenes to ensure that everyone has what they require. Because of this, few people are aware of how difficult your work is. Your accomplishments are frequently overlooked in reality. That's because when everything is going well, no one asks a question, and you'd prefer to keep quiet. 7. Telling people no is your greatest struggle. ISFJs are people pleasers with service-oriented personalities. This can sometimes mean that others intentionally or unintentionally take advantage of them. Learning to say no when they already have a lot on their plate is a skill that people with the ISFJ personality can develop. 8. No one has a better memory for the details of people's lives. You're the type most likely to remember someone's name upon first meeting, your coworker's birthday, your sister's favorite restaurant, and your nephew's shoe size. 9. Not to brag, but you're the ultimate gift giver. Giving gifts is a favorite pastime for many ISFJs because it allows them to utilize 2 of their strongest traits, their extraordinary attention to detail and their desire to make others happy. The ISFJ is likely to have a gift for everyone in attendance on birthdays and other occasions where gifts are given and received, frequently in the proper size and color, and always with a useful purpose in mind. 10. For you, home really is where the heart is. Even though they might only have 1 to 2 close friends, ISFJs frequently have robust social networks. But ISFJs never lose sight of the importance of family. ISFJs frequently take on traditional family roles like stay-at-home parents or caregivers for sick family members. They believe it is their responsibility to ensure that everyone is given the necessary care. 11. You have a hidden side. You work hard to maintain harmonious relationships and are courteous. What people don't know is that you have strong opinions that you tend to keep to yourself, usually about the lives and choices of other people. 12. The perfect ISFJ career is. ISFJs frequently pursue careers in fields with a long history, like education, medicine, and non-profit organizations. ISFJs naturally gravitate toward domestic life, and many of them opt for stay-at-home jobs. If this describes you, being involved in an endeavor outside the home, whether it be through a church, non-profit, the neighborhood school, or a part-time job, will make you the happiest. 13. You don't leave things unfinished. You don't usually start a task without finishing it. If you believe it will be difficult to complete something, you may not even begin. 14. You crave structure and order. Unpredictable or chaotic environments can make you anxious. You don't feel at ease navigating murky or frequently changing expectations while working or dealing with gray areas. When you have received thorough instruction on how to manage your responsibilities, you will feel the best. 15. Few people are more committed and loyal than you are. You take relationships seriously because, for an ISFJ, they are meant to last. If you don't believe a relationship has long-term potential, you won't probably date anyone. 16. Criticism is your poison. You perhaps overreact by taking things personally. But how could you? Everything ultimately comes down to a two-person exchange. Criticism is like a spear to your heart, especially if it comes from someone close to you, and it can make you brood for a while. 17. You give so much. ISFJs may find that they lose themselves in relationships to the point of eluding their aspirations and goals. By placing value on their own needs and goals and investing time in them, people with the ISFJ personality can develop. 18. Change is hard. You're not the kind of person who decides to make rash changes in your life to liven it up because you get bored easily. You find security in knowing what to anticipate, so change might make you anxious. 19. Turns out, you're irreplaceable. You may be imaginative and creative in your own way, but others need someone who has their feet firmly planted in the ground. One of your best qualities is your ability to be well-rounded, practical, and unafraid of menial tasks. Even though it's not always obvious, your friends, family, and co-workers owe you a debt of gratitude for keeping everything comfortable and well-run.